I hope that you've done my video on the side-sitting scoliosis sequence. This is just the practice of it for people who already know it. Coming into that movement, okay? I'm arching my lower side away from the mat. I'm finding waist. Find your waist, your low ribs, your upper ribs. Head just tassels over. Hand could hold the head. Okay, it could just tassel right over. And then can you sag into that? The question is this line, does it know how to open? Where does it not know how to sag? Okay, for me, you just find where it is for you. I know where it is for me. If it's low down in the waist, doesn't know how to open, in the contraction, push your ankles down into the mat. If it's up high, well, we're really trying to reach that place away from the mat. We're reaching this place away from the mat. Okay. We're coming into that contraction. It's not even so much lifting as moving the body to bring armpit toward that side belt loop. Okay, there we go. And lower down out of that. And look carefully. Is it the front that's the limit? Is it the back that's the limit? Okay. If it's the back that's the limit, sometimes I'll just bring that knee up and say, okay, there we go. We can just come into that nice movement. It's easy on the shoulder. The shoulder's just slid up the body. And I'm going to just come out of that. This is maybe a good movement here to do for sciatic type pain. And we're arching the back. And we're lowering down easy. I can feel it's not smooth for me today. Saying, okay, there's amnesia if it's not smooth in the descent. That's the expression. Can I fill that in? Can I help my brain understand it a little bit better? Maybe I'll lower down in little steps. Really get clear on that I'm resting on the mat, the hips resting on the mat, elbows holding my weight. All I have to do is sag between the two. Little steps, maybe a little breath into that back line that's opening. And come forward and say, okay, we can arch the front side line away from the mat. I can lower down there and we could just sort of sag into that. I'm pushing my elbow into the mat. I'm closing the front. And then opening slowly, slowly. Just open slowly. Sag into it. Let that open. Okay? Just easy. Closing on up the side-sitting scoliosis sequence. Honestly, every time I do this one, I have a good day, and I need to have a good day. I had a tough day yesterday, very stressful day with aging parent issues, and let's just call it that. So here we are. We're just trying to get through it together, right? All right, there you go. Lie down on your back after side one. Okay, what's the difference between the two sides? Breathe into the side we just did. Just as gently breathe into the other side. Notice it's limited. Where is it limited? Is it more front or back or up or lower? Make your plan. Where are you going to focus your practice? Focus your practice. You can't practice on all the body. It takes too much time. We've got to focus. When we're looking carefully in our practice, it's good to have big, broad brushstroke movements, but when you want to look carefully to give very specific lessons, well, let's give them where we need them. Okay, you're teaching your brain with these movements. You're teaching your nervous system. Let's come into the other side of the side-sitting scoliosis sequence. And again, thanks to Laura Gates for showing me this. I might do it a little bit differently than she does it, but here, low waist, low ribs, middle ribs, upper ribs, coming all the way across. Yeah, that. Oh boy. It needs a lesson over here. This is the side, my side or the upper side that's usually stuck. I had a scoliosis that had taken over me. Some people as we practice, some people, their systems can tolerate a lot of postural distortion without having pain. Other people, just a little deviation from everything sort of balanced between one side and the other, a little deviation creates a huge pain situation, a real boiling over of everything's a catastrophe. And I have a system that doesn't accept too much deviation from being at ease, and my scoliosis was a problem for me. Okay? We're going to close up the front a little bit here and opening at the front. Oh, yeah, that. And closing. And can I really, really, really sag down into that? Can I arch my back? Can I find that? Does this line need to open? Oh, yes, it does today. I could have my arm rest, my back gets to even lift the weight of the arm. Okay, great. And lower down out of that. You just use gravity as the amplification to free yourself. Okay? Really let that shoulder slide up the back. You're just sagging, just so luxurious and lazily. And coming up into it. A gentle crescendo. Oh, that's it. And lower down, easy, easy. Can your brain know every place that relaxes? Every place. Lowering down, easy out of that. Okay, I'm going to show you one other thing since you're at this level. Be super gentle on this. Hand is going to hold the top of the head. As I bend over and I have this beautiful arch, I'm going to apply some load. In the lowering, my hand is going to be pulling the head up, but my neck isn't going to let it, okay? As I lower, slowly, along with that whole curve of the body, that hand is lifting to have a beautiful bend to really, can you get this part of the body that's so strong in so many layers? The shoulders are all over and covering up these tough, tight ribs. Can you bend this upper chest? And here I'm closing across and the head just tassels down. That's our contraction. And here's the release. Here's the release. The lower side of the neck gets to open so beautifully. That's the side of my neck that usually needs a little bit of lesson, but you can do that on either side. Gentle. You could lift a little bit more of the forehead if it's the front of the neck. As you arch your back in the side-sitting scoliosis sequence, you could have hand holds back of head and the head pushes back into the hand. And as you sag into that, can the hand lift the head? Okay, that's a great one, but not a stretch, not a stretch, not a stretch. Come up into it. Oh, yeah, that. Make it nice and strong. Notice the neck is so strong. When you're riding in the car, that neck is keeping the head on top of your body. And the neck is much stronger than you might think. Gentle. We're not stretching. I just have a few fingers are pushing the head up to help the brain know how to relax the neck as I sag into that. All right. Lie down on your back. See what you've got. Pick a side, any side, and breathe into that side. Breathe into the other side. There we go. If you even just try that one movement, side-sitting scoliosis sequence, if you try that and go about your day, how is it to just have this two sides very, very free? That's the question. Have a great day today. You love yourself enough to take care of yourself. So thank you very much for practicing with me today. I'm Eric Cooper, InspireSomatics.com. Blessings on your journey.